in the Google Classroom. 2 problems I posted. So now where we are going to discuss the second problem. I think all of you all are having the textbook in the Jain and Narang textbook, Advanced Accounting Jain and Narang textbook. See the second problem. In case if you are not having the textbook, already I posted the problems in your Google Classroom in the both the classes for 2 honors and also 2 professional. You can just to go through the problem. So the second problem is regarding, I just read out the problem and I'll explain to you all and where we are going to do the problem. And simultaneously, I request you all to do the problem in your notebook. It to be presented how we do in the class in the same way, drawing the pro forma format and doing the problem, presenting in a very neatly. Okay, so this is the problem where you have a company was formed with a capital of 50 lakhs in shares. Can I share the Google Classroom problem with you all? Is it possible?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you can WhatsApp us.
I already sent the Google Classroom. Now, if I want to show on the screen, is it possible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am, it
ma'am.
is. You can start screening.
Okay. I'll just to see. I have to go to Classroom, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Can you all see the window?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today morning only I posted the problem. Okay, this is problem number 3, not this one. Go back. Mute. Mute your microphone. Just dock. This one, I think. I posted the material. I'm not finding.  After this, I posted. On which date I had given?
Thirty-first August, ma'am.
Okay. This one. I think this one only, no? See, everyone see problem number 2. Problem number 1, I asked you all to do. I'll just explain the problem so that you can do in your notebook. I want everyone, 2 honors and 2 professional students, try to be attentive and do whatever assignments given to you all. Compared to 2H, 2 professional students, I received only assignment from 18 students and 2 honors, 26 students. Please update yourself, whatever problems we are giving, please do. And any doubts you can ask me. So this is problem number 1. XY Limited was registered with an authorized capital of 2 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. So what is your authorized capital? 2 lakh shares of rupees 10 each mean 2 lakhs into 10 will be your authorized capital. So in 2 lakh shares, how many shares were issued to the public? 1,40,000 shares were issued to the public. So whatever shares issued to the public, it comes under issued capital. So 1,40,000 into 10, which comes your issued capital. So how you are going to present it? First, you are going to write the authorized capital. How many shares? What is the value and the amount? And issued capital, how many shares were issued, what is the face value, and what is the amount. And the next what he had given, the public subscribed for 1 lakh shares. How many shares were issued? 1,40,000 shares were issued, but only 1 lakh shares were subscribed by the public. Anyone can answer whether it is over subscription or under subscription?
Under
Under
subscription.
subscription.
Very good. It is under subscription because you are receiving less number of shares than issued. So your subscribed capital will be 1 lakh into 10 will be your subscribed capital. The next comes, the company called up rupees 7 per share. What is the value of each share? What is the value of each share?
7.
Very good. 10. Value of each share is 10, but the company called up only 7 per share. So the called up capital will be 7 per share. So how you are going to write? 1 lakh shares were subscribed by the public. 10 rupees is the face value, but called up amount is only 7 per share. So 1 lakh into 7 will be your subscribed capital. At the all the money called up was duly received with the exception of a call of rupees per share on 1,000 shares. 1 rupee, you can take it as, I think I missed that point. A called up was duly received with the exception of a call of rupees. You can take 2 rupees per share here. Rupees 2 per share on 1,000 shares. So what is your call scenarios amount? 1,000 into 2, which comes to 2,000. From called up capital, if you deduct call scenarios, where you get the paid up capital. So just you have to present the capital, division of share capital. Just you have to mention what is authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, called up capital, and paid up capital. Only paid up capital which goes for totaling in the balance sheet. That is problem number 1. You are going to take it as a homework to you all. Now we'll be doing problem number 2. What is problem number 2? A company was formed with a capital of 15 lakhs in shares of rupees 10 each. So what is your authorized capital? How many shares you are having? How many shares you are having? Yes, anyone can answer?
15 lakhs.
15 lakhs, huh? How many shares? Can you see this Jamboard? Yes, can you see this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So here, what is your share capital or formed capital is how much? It is rupees 15 lakhs. Face value of the share is how much? Face value of the share is rupees 10 per share. So how many shares you'll be having? Number of shares, how you'll be getting? Number of shares is equal to value, that is 15 lakhs, divided by 10, where you'll be getting 1,50,000 shares. Is it clear for you all? Now what had given? See here, a company was formed with a capital of 15 lakhs in shares of rupees 10 each. Of rupees 10 each means 15 lakhs is your authorized capital. The value of each share is 10. So how many shares they are authorized to issue? 1,15,000 shares at the rate of 10. Is it clear for you all? The first sentence, is it clear? So the authorized capital is 15 lakhs. But how many shares you are authorized to issue? 1,50,000 shares at the rate of 10. So it offered to the public 1 lakh shares payable, rupee 1 per share on application, 2 per share on allotment, and 3 per share on first call. So what we are doing here? So you are authorized to issue how many shares? We are authorized to issue 1,50,000 shares. But how many shares were issued? How many shares were issued? Yes, anyone? Very
1
good.
lakh.
We issued 1 lakh shares. Authorized to issue, authorized to issue 1,50,000 shares, but we are not issuing all the shares. We issued only 1 lakh shares. What is the value of each share? At the rate of rupees 10. Is it clear? So how many shares you can allot? How many shares you can allot? Anyone answer? We issued 1 lakh. So how many shares you can allot?
1 lakh.
Very good. 1 lakh. You cannot exceed 1 lakh shares because we issued only 1 lakh. You are authorized to issue only 1 lakh. So what is the division? How you have to receive? Though the face value is 10 rupees. Now in this way you are going to receive on application 1, on allotment 2, on first call 3. The balance of rupees 4 to be called only in case of necessity. Applications were received for 90,000 shares. So here we issued how many shares? 1 lakh. But we received how many? Subscribed by public is how many? Subscribed is equal to 90,000 shares. So tell me whether it is over subscription or under subscription.
Under subscription.
Very good. It is under subscription. Under subscription means what? If you are receiving less number of shares than issued, it is known as under subscription. So under subscription, what we are going to do? You are going to allot all the shares. How many shares you received? We received 90,000 applications. So all these applications will be accepted. We are not going to reject any application. All the applications will be accepted and we allot the shares and the applicant becomes the shareholder. Is it clear? Now, what is the value of each share? Rupees 10. So what is the amount he's going to call? Well, what is the amount he's going to call? That is on application. How much, ma? 1 rupee. On application is how much? On application, it is 1 rupee.
1.
Yes, rupee 1. Very good. Then on allotment.
2.
On allotment, rupees 2. Then on first call.
3.
How much?
3.
3. Okay. Rupees 3 per share. So total comes to how much? 6 rupees. We called up how much? Called up is only rupees 6 per share. Uncalled amount is how much? Uncalled amount is rupees 4. When you are going to give this call amount? When the company requires the amount. In case of necessity only, you are going to call. Means at present, are we giving this call for 4 rupees? No. We have to receive only application. We have to receive on allotment and on first call. So the called up amount is only rupees 6. The face value of each share is how much? The face value of each share is 10 rupees. Is it clear? The face value of each share is rupees 10. In 10, we called up only 6. Uncalled amount is how much? 4. When you are going to give this call? In case of necessity. When you need the amount where you are going to give a further call. Is it clear for you all? So you followed the problem, I think. The balance of 4 rupees per share to be called only in case of necessity. Applications were received for 90,000 shares and the shares accordingly allotted. All the money was received with the exception of allotment money on 200 shares allotment money on 200 shares and first call on 500 shares. So what happened here? We received the previous one. We received application. In allotment and in first call, we have due amount. So on allotment, what is how many shares you are not receiving? On allotment, due on, due on how many shares? 200 shares. Due on 200 shares. Then on first call, due on how many shares? 500, 500 shares. So this amount you are not receiving. 200 shares at the on allotment. What is the amount we have to receive? 2 per share. On first call, what is the amount you have to receive? 3 per share. Am I correct? Is it clear? On allotment, we have to receive 2 per share. So you are not receiving on 200 shares. On first call, you have to receive 3 per share, but we are not receiving on 500 shares, which is called as arrears. Due amount is nothing but which is called as arrears. Is it clear? You are not receiving the amount. So follow the problem. So now how you are going to do the problem? Now everyone just write the problem number 2, page number you can write down 374. I think maximum students are having the textbook. So advanced accounting, last year you all purchased it. So page number, problem number 2, page number 374. Everyone write problem number 2, page number 374. It is as per Jain and Naran textbook. Is it clear? Now what we are going to do? Now we are writing the journal entries. Journal entries in the books of journal entries in the book.
Can you repeat the page number? 374.
Page number 374, ma. If it is a new textbook, last year if you had purchased,
Okay,
then
thank you, ma'am.
number is 374. Okay, handwritten. Is it not clear? I wrote, isn't it? In the books of a company. Company name is not mentioned. Of a company. Okay. Everyone, please write down. The next is put the format. Put the format. You all know journal entries format. So you write down date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Okay. Now first what happened? Always what we have to do? You have to receive how many applications you received. How many applications we received? We received 90,000 shares. So on 90,000 shares, application, what is the amount they have to pay? 1 rupee per share. So what is the amount you are going to receive? That is, you are receiving the cash which will be deposited in the bank. Debit what comes in. So bank account to be debited. So bank account debit. This amount you are receiving towards application, as which share he didn't mention. So you can write it as equity share application account, being application money,
Ma'am, allotment, no, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Audio is not clear. Being application money received on 90,000 shares at the rate of rupee 1, I think, no? At the rate of rupee 1. Okay. So 90,000 into 1, which comes to 90,000 rupees. So debit amount, credit amount, 90,000. Okay. So first entry, what we had written, you are receiving the application money. When you are receiving the application money, what is the entry you're going to write? You're receiving cash and this amount is deposited in the bank. So first point, always you have to make a note. How many applications received? To that extent, you're going to receive application money. So whether it is under subscription or over subscription, first you are receiving the application money. How many applications you received, to that extent where you're going to receive the application money, the entry will be bank account debit to equity share application account. So now applications we received 90,000. Value on application they have to pay 1 rupee. So 90,000 into 1, which comes to 90,000. First entry everyone completed? Yes, completed. Shall we go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Followed, isn't it? Now I'm not going to put the format. Now you followed, isn't it? Now second entry where you're going to write. Now as it is under subscription, what we are going to do, all the applications will be accepted. All the applications will be accepted. So this application money will be transferred to equity share capital account. So the entry will be equity share application account debit, equity share application account debit to equity share capital account, to equity share capital account. What is the application money we received? 90,000. As all the shares are accepted, so this application money to be transferred to equity share capital account. The narration is being application money transferred to equity share capital account. To equity share capital account. This is the second entry. Is it clear? Finished? Second entry also completed. Shall we go to the third one?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next what we are going to do. So application we received. Now we have to go for allotment. On allotment, what is the amount we have to receive? 2 per share. On allotment, you have to receive 2 per share. So how many shares we are having? 90,000 shares. So what will be the entry? Always first you have to write the due entry. Once the shares are allotted to the shareholder, we send a letter of allotment so that the shareholder comes to know what is the amount he has to pay on allotment. So first we have to write the due entry. So the due entry will be equity share allotment account debit, and this allotment money contributes towards the equity share capital. So to equity share capital account. Is it clear? Being allotment money, being allotment money due on how many shares? Gaurav? Gaurav. Are you sleeping? Shall I mark absent? Gaurav, roll number 13. So 2 per share on allotment. So 90,000 into 2, which comes to 1,80,000. Is it clear? So next to what we are doing, you are writing the due entry on allotment. How many shares you have to receive allotment money? 90,000 shares. So 90,000 into 2, which comes to 1,80,000. 9 2s are 18. So 1,80,000 will be your allotment money. So this is the amount where you have to receive from the shareholders. But on how many shares we are not receiving allotment money? Arrears is how many shares? 200 shares at the rate of 2 you are not receiving. So that amount to be deducted. So from 1,80,000, where we have to deduct? Now you are receiving the allotment money. When you are receiving allotment money, what you are going to receive? Cash. So this amount will be debited in the bank. So bank account to be debited, and this amount contributes towards the share allotment. So to equity share allotment account, being allotment money, received with an exception of how many shares? With an exception of 200 shares. 200 shares at the rate of, on allotment they have to pay how much? 2 rupees per share at the rate of rupees 2. So what we are going to do? Allotment we have to receive allotment amount due. Allotment amount due is equal to 1,80,000. In that arrears, or you can say due on 200 shares at the rate of 2, which comes to 400. Am I correct? So it comes to 609. So 1,79,600 is the amount where we are receiving. I explain once again, on allotment you have to receive 1,80,000, but you are not receiving on 200 shares at the rate of 2. So 200 into 2, which comes to 400. So 1,80,000 minus 400, where you'll be getting 1,79,600. So bank account debit to equity share allotment 1,79,600. 1,79,600. I think it is clear for you all. So we completed application and we completed allotment. Now next comes first call. Next come first call. First call also you have to send a call letter mentioning this is the amount where they have to pay. that is on call, they have to pay 3 rupees per share. So always you have to write first the due entry. Once you send the letter, call letter, you write the due entry, that is equity share first call, because you have to receive the amount. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. Now here, are we receiving this? No. What are the entries you are going to write? As you have to receive, it is due. So share first call account will be debited. Debit the receiver. Here receiver is nothing but the call amount. So equity share first call account debit, and this call amount contributes to equity share capital account. To equity share capital account being call money due on 90,000 shares at the rate of rupees 3 per share. I think, am I correct? On first call, you have to receive 3 rupees per share. So 90,000 into 3, which comes to 2,70,000. 9 3s are 27. So 2,70,000 is the amount where we are going to receive. Is it clear? So you have to receive on call how much? 2,70,000. How you got it? 90,000 into 3, which comes to 2,70,000 we have to receive on first call. But what is the amount you are receiving? With an exception of see, on first call, due on 500 shares at the rate of 3. So 500 shares are in arrears. So we are not receiving that amount, except that remaining amount where we are receiving. Total, how much you have to receive? 2,70,000. So in 2,70,000, we are not receiving on 500 shares at the rate of rupees 3, which comes to 1,500 is in arrears. The balance amount where we are receiving. So what is the entry we are going to write first? Bank account debit. Bank account debit to equity share first call account, being first call money received with an exception of 500 shares at the rate of rupees 3 per share. So on first call, what is the amount we have to receive? We have to receive 2,70,000. So what is the cash you are going to receive?
2,68,500.
Very good, very good. So first call, we have to receive 2,70,000 minus arrears. Arrears are 1,500, isn't it? How I got 1,500? 500 shares you are not receiving. So 500 into 3. Amount received.
2,68,500.
Okay, ma. 2,68,500. 68, 69, 70. Amount received on first call. So in our entry, you are going to take the amount 2,68,500. 2,68,500. My handwriting is clear? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So in this way, where you are going to present. Are we going to write for the final call? No. Final call is not given. So we are not going to write any entries for final call. So how many we had written? First we had written for application. First, we received the application money, bank account data to equity share application. On application, you have to receive 1 rupee per share. So it is under subscription. So all shares are allotted. So this application money, which is transferred to share capital. So always for the first application, first you are going to receive application, then we transfer to share capital. From allotment onwards, first you are going to write the due entry. The whatever allotment money you have to receive, which contributes to share capital. Always capital shows which balance? Credit balance. So share allotment account data to equity share capital. So 90,000 into 2, which comes to 1,80,000. So on allotment also, where you have the due amount. What is the due amount on 200 shares where you are not receiving? So we received 1,79,600. So bank account data to equity share allotment account 1,79,600 is the amount received. So arrears is how much? The arrears are 400 on allotment. Is it clear? Then first call where we are writing the due entry. So equity share first call account data to equity share capital. This is the due entry where you are going to write whatever call money you have to receive which contributes to the share capital. So credit the capital and debit the first call. Then when you are receiving the amount, what is the amount you are receiving? Again here we have on 500 shares you are not receiving. 1,500 is in arrears. 1,500 is in arrears. This is the amount where we are receiving. So 2,68,500 is the cash receipt. Is it clear? Now where we are going to put it in the balance sheet. Before that, where we are going to write prepare bank account. Ledger, bank account. So in bank, first what we are doing, you are receiving the application, isn't it? In the first entry, what happened? Bank account is debited in the first entry and share application account is credited. So when you are preparing the bank account, in bank account debit side, where you are going to write the application to equity share application is 90,000. Is it clear? Then you are receiving equity share allotment, isn't it? We are receiving equity share allotment. What is the amount you are receiving on equity share allotment? See, bank account data to equity share allotment. Here we had written the due entry. Is there any bank transaction here in this entry? No. Only when you are receiving the allotment money, what is the amount you received? 1,79,600 is the cash where we received on allotment. So in the bank ledger, as bank is debited, in bank ledger, equity share allotment, how much we had taken? I forgot the amount. What is the amount, ma? Equity share allotment?
1,79,600.
1,79,600. Okay. Then we are receiving first call. Equity share first call. What is the amount we received? What is the amount?
2,68,500.
Very good. 2,68,500 is the cash we received. 2,68,500. So total cash, what is the amount we received? Please tell me.
5,38,100.
5,30,100.
38.
Am I correct? The others also got the same amount? I'm not calculating.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So by balance carried down 5,38,100. Again, you have to write to balance brought down. So in this way you are going to prepare your bank ledger. Clear? Now he's asking you all to put it in the balance sheet. Just we'll discuss balance sheet and we'll close. Okay, is it okay for you all?
Ma'am, one step.
What, ma, anyone? Yes. Yes, tell me, ma, what is your doubt?
Thank you, ma'am.
No doubt? Anyone having any doubt? Okay. So tomorrow we'll discuss the balance sheet. Now it is 9:54. So tomorrow I'll show how to present the balance sheet. Okay. So what you can do is, actually we are supposed to prepare in a vertical format. Just for the time being, I'll just show how we present in the balance sheet. In the next class, I'm going to show to you all. Now you got how to pass the journal entries. Now small problems, 2-3 problems, I'll just give to you all so that from in the afternoon where you can practice. Is it clear? In your notebook. Once we have the physical classes, I'll just check all the books. No excuses. All the notebooks, classworks to be maintained by each and every student. Okay? Any more doubts? So after preparing this balance sheet, it becomes the PDF. I'll post it in the Google Classroom. Once we download, I think it becomes, and Kushal, how to rename, acha, here we got it, no? How to rename it?
Rename what, ma'am?
I want to give the file name. I don't know, last time I did, now I'm not getting. Directly I can press.
If you save it, you can rename it now, ma'am, later.
Acha, save also. Where to save? Automatically it will be saved, I think. No?
I don't know, ma'am.
You don't know? Okay. Enter a new name. Got it. I think I have to write with my... This is problem number 2, isn't it? Okay. Problem number 2, save. Problem number 2, save. Okay, I saved. So I'll be forwarding this problem also once we complete the balance sheet. Okay, you all can relax for 3 minutes. Next class, whose class you have? I think Deborah ma'am's class.
No, ma'am, different links we have
No, ma'am.
for professional celeb and
Acha, you have business mathematics and okay, I'll check the timetable.
QTDM and business mathematics.
Okay, okay. I think we are recording, huh?